That's what she did. She weaponized her whiteness, and she was hoping that this black man would get harmed or even killed by the cops that showed up. You saw how she was faking her hysteria. Oh, he's throwing at me and my dog. Oh, you know, that is how many black men in America lost their lives. It's not because they've done anything to these women, but these women know how to go from 0 to 90 with their hysterics and make things sound far more tragic than what they really are. Actually, she worked for an accounting firm. Believe it or not, this dingbat was a VP. Okay, she was a VP, y'all, and they have her on administrative leave, which means she's probably going to get terminated from her job. But we all know, you know, the fake hysteria. Now we getting a fake out apology. Oh, and I'm not a racist. Oh, I'm not, you know, that nonsense. So let me go ahead and share my screen, y'all, so you can see this performance from her. All right. You know what the drill is. If you can see my screen, please give me a 1. You know, a lot of people were saying, y'all making so much out of the dog. It's only because she was choking the dog out on camera. That's the reason why there was such an issue. She was literally committing 2 crimes. She was falsifying a 911 call, and she was choking out her dog, committing animal abuse. So she's a multitasking criminal. All right, y'all. Thanks for the 1. You know, look, I'm a former dog owner. My last dog lived for 19 years. So, yeah, you know, you see a dog choking and struggling, you're going to react. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I see plenty wrong with what she did. You know, all that man said was your dog is supposed to be on a leash, and he's right. I've been in Central Park before, and there's signs all over the place letting you know you can have your dog there, but the dog must be on a leash. And she decided to go in there with her unleashed dog. I mean, she was choking that damn dog out badly on camera. And the black man was saying, don't come near me. You could hear him saying, no, don't come near me. He's just telling you to put the dog on the leash, right? All that other stuff she did on her own, and it was out of pure racism. That's what it was done out of. I mean, you can't justify what she did. It was just straight up racism. Her reaction was way off. You know, all she had to do was put that dog on the leash and go on about her business. She decided to stick around and put on that unnecessary performance. The sad part is when the cops came, they didn't really do nothing. They just saw it as a squabble, a little dispute. But she really should have been arrested for making a false 911 call. What she did could have easily got that black man killed. Look, we're only just a few weeks away from seeing what happened to Ahmaud Arbery. You know, I know that happened a few months ago, but we know what the climate is like in this country when it comes down to our black men being harmed by the police. Thank you, Zachy Storm and Demetrius L. Flag. Thank you so much for the super sticker and the super chat. Did you see the LinkedIn receipts? Yes. So let me go ahead and show you the latest video on this. This is NBC New York.
Tens of thousands of people have already watched that video showing a heated confrontation that many describe as racially charged. Tonight, both the man behind the camera and the woman in front of it are speaking only to News 4's Jackie Beckford. He joins us live from the site of that squabble in Central Park. Jackie.
Well, Stefan, it started with a dispute over an unleashed dog and ended with a woman frantically calling 911, claiming she was being threatened, even though video didn't appear to show that happening. Well, tonight we spoke both to that man and to the woman who basically said what she did was unacceptable and wants to apologize.
Please don't come close to me. Please don't come close to me.
It's a Central Park confrontation marked with racial undertones that's gone viral.
Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
At some point, she decided that, I'm going to play the race card, I guess.
Christian Cooper, an avid bird watcher, says he started recording after telling the woman her dog needed to be leashed at all times in an area known as the Ramble in Central Park.
If the habitat is destroyed, we won't be able to go there to see birds, to enjoy the plantings.
When the woman refused, he offered the dog a treat.
The only way they can keep the dog from eating the treat is put it on the leash.
That's when, he says, she roughly grabbed the dog by the collar, told him to stop recording, and called police, referring several times to being threatened by, quote, an African-American man.
There's an African-American man in Central Park who's recording me, threatening myself and my dog.
Though Cooper does not appear to move any closer to the woman, her call becomes even more frantic.
I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Cooper says he kept on recording because he had no intention of being intimidated.
I'm not going to participate in my own dehumanization. I'm not going to feed into this. We live in an age of Ahmaud Arbery where, black men are shot, gunned down because of the presumptions that people make about it.
He stopped recording, walking away as soon as she leashed the dog.
Thank you.
Tonight, this woman, Amy Cooper, no relation to Christian, told News 4 she overreacted.
It was unacceptable. And words are just words, and I can't undo what I did. But I sincerely and humbly apologize to everyone, especially to that man, his family.
Amy apologized during our call, but also claimed that Cooper was screaming, that she felt threatened and didn't know what was in the dog treats. She says she regrets calling the police.
The police, I think of them as a protection agency. And unfortunately, this has caused me to realize that there are so many people in this country that don't have that luxury.
Now, again, Christian Cooper left shortly after that altercation. Police say they did respond to the 911 call, but just chalked it up to a verbal dispute. No complaint was filed. As for Amy Cooper, her employer, Franklin Templeton, a financial firm, tweeting out tonight that they don't condone racism of any kind and that they are investigating. Meanwhile, she has been placed on administrative leave. We're live at Central Park tonight. Jackie Beckford, News 4 New York.
All right, y'all. So that is her lame-ass apology after attempting to get a black man murdered by the police. That's how I see it. She attempted to get a black man murdered by the police. Thank you, Ellen Collins, for the super sticker, and Franz Robert, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we have seen in the video and, just all throughout history, what she did is actually historic. This is historic. This is how America is. This is how these women are raised. You're raising these women to do these acts. Come on now. We have seen this play out over and over and over and over. This is taught behavior. They are being raised to do this to black people. Okay? What she did, exactly. She was hoping and praying the cops would come because she was all hysterical on the phone. They would come out to Central Park with the guns drawn on the black man. That's what she was aiming for. So to now come back and say, oh, well, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. And we got to please stop accepting apologies when her whole actions are so unacceptable, it's not even funny. And she got more hysterical. You know what she was trying to do. She got more hysterical. Thank you, Versatile Legacy, for the super chat. So I'm going to read, let me just read this one to you. Okay. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. So now we know her name, Amy Cooper. And of course, this hit Twitter and it went crazy out on Twitter. You know, it went crazy. You know what? These apologies are tiring. We don't need no more apologies. We seriously, here's the best advice I can give you. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. When you see us and you got an issue with us, just go in the opposite direction. But we know they are never going to do that. That would be the righteous, if they want to be righteous, that would be the righteous thing to do. Okay? The evil thing to do is what Amy Cooper did. Stick around and try to kick up some hysterics over a bunch of nothing. Period. Okay. Now, how did the video get online? The black man, his name is Christian Cooper. He has a sister by the name of Melody Cooper. She uploaded the video on social media. So it was his sister that did it. And she was saying her brother likes going to Central Park to bird watch. And on Monday morning in Central Park, that's when he addressed a white woman who refused to leash her dog. So he filmed her rule breaking and she called the cops, a very Karen move. Now, I need to speak to your manager, Tone, you know, and she calls 911 acting all frantic on the phone as if she was being threatened. So she made life-threatening claims on 911. Okay, and we know why she did it. We know that was a move to get him harmed and killed. So in the meanwhile, Christian Cooper doesn't move towards her. And you can tell he wasn't moving towards her. The only one that was moving around was her and the dog. And the dog was really struggling because her dumbass was choking him out. So you can clearly see this black man was not moving from his spot at all. She was the only one moving around. So on Facebook, Christian explained what happened before the video began. He told her to leash the dog. When she didn't, he offered the dog a treat. Since he notes the news interviews and carries treats for such things. So he always has little treats and everything while he's out there bird watching. But, wow. At that point, the woman becomes hostile. Don't touch my dog. Then he began filming. The video spread, of course, all over social.
Alright, so I just wanted to do this quick video, update on that Edomite woman trying to get the so-called black man killed, who's a Jake. This woman here is Lisa Corbera. She does a lot of good videos. She knows she's an Israelite, by the way, but you know, to how far I think she goes, I don't know. But just wanted to do this short video. You see me put some scriptures out there. You know, there will never be equality between Esau and Jacob. There will never be equality. And the sooner you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, and you so-called Native Americans together in your head, but then the sooner you will understand how to move around these people. You understand? Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Alright? And the scripture says, render unto Caesar what is Caesar, and render unto God what is God. So you Israelites out there, you need to turn to your heavenly Father because of the reproach. Let me get just that scripture there, then again close, huh? You know what I mean? Then again close. You thinking that you in the kingdom, you thinking that you free because you got liberty to do this and that, but look how it's being taken away with this so-called coronavirus, really, aka Esau Edom, bringing on the hammer upon you because he wants a new world order agenda. You say? So I mean, how long, the scripture says, how long you simple ones will you love simplicity? Alright? How long, man? So this is just the book of Nehemiah, chapter 5 and verse 9. Also I said, it is not good that you do. Are you not to walk in the fear of our God because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies? That we're supposed to do, man. Fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and return back to him.